A new era for boxing on Channel 5 continues. Nathan Gorman faces Thomas Salick for the IBF International Heavyweight Championship, whilst Josh Kelly makes his return. Watch Britain's best prospects in The Big Fight Live. Friday at 9, exclusive to Channel 5 and My5.
This is Andi Purewal of Boxing Social in association with Betfred, and I'm joined by Zak Chelli over Zoom. Zak, firstly, congratulations on your win this past weekend. Just talk me through it. Look back on your victory against Germaine Brown.
Yeah, I mean, I started off a bit slow. I had to work him out. He did say he had a game plan, and his game plan, I guess, was to jab me and keep me back, keep me away from him. After a couple of rounds, I sussed it out, and yeah, I worked on it ever since. After round, I started getting better and better, and his fitness started getting worse and worse. As you can see, during the last round, he even was holding my hands. I was trying to hit him, he was just holding me tight, and yeah.
Talk me through kind of comparing it to when you'd previously sparred as amateurs.
Yeah, as an amateur, he's improved a lot. As an amateur, he would get from what I remember, he'd get hit more in the face, and then I just get out of the ring. Like we do a couple of rounds, and then I spar someone better. So he has improved a lot. So congratulations to him on that. Obviously he's a pro now, probably training harder. The technique's really good. He's got a good jab. He does have a really good jab, and yeah, I had to work away from that.
Did you find the fight any more difficult than what maybe you'd have anticipated beforehand, or was it maybe easier than what you thought it might be? What were your thoughts on that front?
I guess so. At the beginning, it was a bit of a surprise. Like I tried to jab him, but he kept me away, so I couldn't really reach him with my jab. But slowly, I worked out. If I give him an uppercut with the jab, then right on top, I'll catch him, and then I had to work from there. Then after, I got more relaxed as the fight went on, and the more relaxed I got, I boxed a bit more comfortable.
What was your initial approach, or how did you actually initially set out to fight against Germaine on Saturday night, Zak?
Honestly, I didn't set out any plan. I just thought to myself, whatever he's got, I'll have a plan for it, and that's what I did. So I didn't actually have a enter because I didn't. You don't really know how someone's going to be until you're in the ring with them. I just trained for fitness.
I saw some comments from yourself saying that you was disappointed you never got the stoppage. It was something that you was very keen to produce. Talk to me about that and why you felt so frustrated.
Yeah, because I believe if I started off stronger from the earlier rounds, I probably would have got it on. Because I started a bit slow, maybe it could have come. If there was another 2 more rounds onto that fight, I mean, I had the fitness for it. But credit to Germaine, where it's due. But yeah, if I believe the only reason I want to stop it is because I believe if I did stop him, it would have pushed me a lot further in the rankings. I mean, now I'm number 4 in Britain, which is great. But who knows what a stoppage would have done.
When you kind of look back on those final few rounds, it did seem to look like Germaine was tiring and he was continuing to push forward. You never seem to kind of be bothered by the distance. Are the frustrations then, from the sounds of it, that maybe you never capitalised on that when you was looking to push Germaine back?
Yeah, I guess so. I think as I hit him, I stepped away. What I should have done, I hit him and carried on hitting and try to work with that. But, it's a learning fight as well. I did say I'm here to play with the big boys now. So I'm happy with that fight. I learned a lot from it, and I love to show what I've learned on my next opponent.
It was obviously an eliminator as well for the British title, currently held by Lennox Clarke, who is getting ready to face Heffron. Just firstly, before we come on to yourself and where you could end up on that front, what do you make of their fight?
Yeah, Mark Heffron is originally a middleweight, isn't he? He's coming up, but Lennox Clarke is kind of big at that weight as well. I don't know, but they're both around similar age. I'm not sure. I think, as they say, Lennox Clarke is more of a fighter. Heffron is more of a boxer. So we'll see how that one goes. I'm not too sure. But I'd love to fight the winner if they can make it happen. If not, I'd be happy to go for international or intercontinental title.
I know you've had a desire to fight for that British title for some time, Zak. If it wasn't to happen on the back of, say, them two fighting, how much longer would you be willing to kind of wait for your crack at the British title?
If it doesn't happen after their fight, then I'd rather move on to something else because I've been waiting for a long time. I was actually meant to fight Lennox Clarke, as you know, from last year. Just waited around, wasted 6 months. And yeah, I could have been a boxer from then. Yeah.
What would you make of a fight between yourself and Lennox Clarke? From what you've seen of him, what
I see
weaknesses
Lennox Clarke,
you exploit?
he's more of a fighter, isn't he? He's not than a boxer. Comes and swings. Even when he fought Hutchison, I thought Hutchison was doing pretty good for the first couple rounds until he got knocked out. So yeah, I see he gets hit easily with uppercuts. I'm pretty good with my uppercuts. So yeah, I think I do well with Lennox Clarke.
You've said previously to me about that fight. If it was to ever happen, you're confident you'd be able to stop Lennox. Does that still that confidence still transcend through now?
Yeah, I believe so. You can see my fitness as well, and him coming of age. I've heard he's had so many injuries. I don't think his fitness will be up to scratch as well. I probably end up stopping him in the later rounds.
If it was your preference of a choice, Zach, who would you rather face for a British? Either obviously Lennox or Mark. Who would be your preference?
I'd be happy with both, any of them really, but I know my manager manages me and Mark Heffron, so I don't want to cause any issues there. So of course, yeah, whatever's good for politics.
Zach, we'll leave that there now. Then I'll leave you to enjoy obviously the rest of your day. Just final word about anything you'd like to leave on.
Thank you to my sponsor Ringside; they helped me out a lot. Thank you to All Stars Boxing Club, and yeah, I'm happy to be English champion now. Shame they didn't bring the title. They didn't bring the belt with them, so I was a bit disappointed. I didn't get my pictures. It's like a once in a lifetime opportunity. I'd take these and the new English champion. I'm not going to hear that again. But yeah, I didn't get my pictures of my belt.
I didn't actually know about Zach. Do you know as to why the belt wasn't there then?
Apparently Germaine forgot it or something. So I don't know. I don't know. Their team forgot it or something like that. Yeah.
Well, hopefully, obviously, you get one soon posted out to you by the board. But obviously, until then, I'm sure we'll catch up again soon. Thanks for speaking to me, Boxing Social.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks, mate.